Hey, how y'all doing? This is Buckley here, owner operator of the Daddy Hair Care Styling Salon mobile offices. Just want to talk to you today a little bit about this weight loss deal that I've gone through. I try not to call it a diet. I try to call it a lifestyle change. Um, just start off as easy as I can. Back in March the 7th is the picture that I've been posting. I was at 400 pounds. I turned around from there. It wasn't long after that, I was watching TV one night, and don't remember what it was. I think it might have been Courageous. I ain't for sure, but whoever it was, the father said something along the lines of, "I want to be around long enough for my daughter to walk the aisle and graduate, and so on and so forth." And y'all know I'm a single dad. I love my daughter. Uh, I knew the route that I was going, it wasn't going to be long. I don't know what was going to happen. But I wasn't in the health that I should have been. And that's when I made the decision. April the 20th is when I started this lifestyle change after going to a nutritionist and talking to them and going from there. I go monthly to go see her, um, just to keep me accountable. Um, I turn around from there, my diet's real easy. It's changed up. A whole lot easier now. Yeah, you go through DTs, but people's asked, what have I done and how have I done it? And if you catch me looking down, it's because I'm reading off my iPad. Notes I've wrote down. Sermon here. How to lose weight. And it's not about really losing weight, it's getting healthy again. And, but I don't really know where to start, where to go with this, but I'm just going to give it to you how I've had it. I eat, like I said before in another video, 5, 6, 7, 5, several times a day, 5 to 7 times a day. A lot of times, usually 5 to 6. Uh, I turn around from there. What I do is I skip most of the time. I hate to say it, the most important meal, breakfast. But when I do eat it, it's something like a packet of the sugar-free oatmeal that you can get from Antichrist, Walmart. Eggs, bacon, egg, sausage, eggs, period. Um, Usually a couple of hours after that, and it's considered a meal. I eat about an ounce or so, handful or so of cashews, nuts, almonds, something like that, beef jerky. Um, Lunch, usually I try to prep for 3 days, which is 6 meals. 4 to 6 ounces of meat, 6 to 8, 10 ounces of vegetables, however I feel like eating those today. The meat, I can eat anything. Now, everybody's different than I am. And that's the first thing everybody needs to realize is you're different than everybody else. Your makeup, your design, everything like that is different. Me, I can eat any meat. Pork, chicken, poultry, fish, beef, it don't matter. I can eat it. Some people might not can. A lot of people do just strictly chicken, you know. But if you eat the chicken, the best thing to do is skinless and boneless. Um, Beef, like I said, as long as you go 4 to 6 ounces, whatever you gotta have. Um, you gotta take, and I tell people jokingly, you gotta be a food racist. Because every time you turn on the news, it's always something about racism this and anti-race this and this, that, and the other race. And I just figured I'd make a joke out of it. But you gotta hate white stuff, and you really don't have to hate it, but you gotta take it in moderation. Your bread, your pasta, your rice, and the potatoes, and your sugar. And Sugar's the bad thing. It really is. I mean, American Heart Association, these are their numbers, not mine. I mean, mine I've read 39, but they got 37 and a half. But for a man, 37 and a half grams a day is the most you need to have a day. That's 9 teaspoons. Women is 25 grams, which is 6 teaspoons. We all know people that go to their coffee in the morning and 3 or 4 tablespoons. Matter of fact, we know some that just like to pour a little coffee on there and make the sugar just enough melt. Or go to McDonald's and get some of their sweet tea. Oh, diabetes in a 32-ounce cup. That right there is the most addictive thing people don't realize. I mean, that's just my opinion. You eat a sugar, you want it again and again and again. It's like a craving that you don't understand, and it keeps wanting you want to get more out of it. Like I said, it's a lifestyle change. And this ain't a diet for me. I don't call it a diet. It's a lifestyle change. You know, like I said, thought about my daughter. She's 3 and a half. I'm 41. Another 10 years, she's a teenager. Another 10 years, I'm 51. Another 5 years after that, she'll graduate at or about. Puts me at 56 with an 18-year-old. Somewhere in between there's going to be a boyfriend. Yeah. Ain't got many fights left in me, but I got a few left for that. I just got to whoop that first one. He'll go around and tell the rest of them, don't fool with her. She got a crazy daddy. He'll kill you. Only reason I got by is because I'm a little bit faster than him. Because I want to throw him that first bullet. Tell him the second one's coming in hot. Mess with my baby girl, see what happens. Some of the things that I work with, some of the formulas that I work with, and I mean, it ain't hard. Trust me, I work under the KISS system. Thanks to Coach Hodges. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And I'm usually the stupid one. You got to maintain your carb intake. And carbohydrates is a fuel. Your body is a car. Let's look at it like that. Your body is a car. You want it to go, you got to put fuel in it. That's the starting off of it. Well, you don't have fat. You have carbohydrate. You got that carbs that's been stored up. You got fuel cells that's there on reserve, waiting to get rid of. And so what you do with that is you turn around from there. When you eat and you get started on there, you ain't trying to overfill on it, because when you overfill, that's when you start storing again. You don't want to store, you want to use up what you have. And so you start off with a little food. A couple hours later, you're going to get hungry again. Trust me, I know. There's certain times that if I go too long, I'm about to starve to death. But that's where you got to look at it as a car. And you got to have fuel, period. And your carb intake needs to be lowered. Now, rule of thumb is however much you weigh, take out that number right there is the grams of carbs per day to maintain your weight. So if a man's is 200 pounds, he needs to maintain that weight 200 grams of carbs at or about. But if you want to lose weight, you don't put so many carbs in. See what I'm saying here? Less carbs, there you go. On the sugar, a lot of people love to drink coffee, sugar in it, sweet tea, Coca-Cola, this, that, and the other. I still drink coffee. But the thing about my coffee is I've always liked my coffee like I like my women, hot, black, and smoking. You know, I want it to where it's gonna burn the hair off your tongue, rattle your teeth, and bulge your eyes out. You know, that's how I've always liked it. Um, and the good thing is that's a bonus for me because black coffee to me, that's just adding more water to my system for the day. Uh, Water intake daily to start losing weight needs to be whatever your body weight is divided by two. So if you're that 200-pound man, divide it by two, and you at 100, that's how many ounces of water you need to have a day. 100 ounces. Good Lord, that's a lot. Seems like it is, yeah. Let's break it down into simpler forms. 16.9 ounces is what's in the bottle, the average bottle nowadays of water. 3 of those before lunch is 50 and some change. So 3 bottles of water before lunch, 3 bottles of water after lunch, you had 100. Me, I'm right now, technically I'm at 142 ounces a day is what I'm supposed to be in or about. 3 10-ounce cups of coffee before I leave the house, that's 30. I got a 52-ounce bubble mug, that's 52 on one side, 52 on the other side. It's 104. That's 134. I'm real close already. That ain't count what I drink for supper or what I was drinking during lunch. So it kind of works for me. You got to cut out, like I said, the white stuff, the pastas, the breads, the potatoes, the sugars, and sugars for sure. Realize that you can do it. I mean, you set your mind in certain goals. You start doing what you can to do whatever you got to. Some people might be just wanting to lose 15, 20 pounds, and I've said that before. Hey, you want to, cut the sugars out. I promise you within 2 months you'll have your 15 for sure if you don't get it in the first month. Is it easy? Not at the beginning. It is now for me. You know, I've been doing it for a little over 6 months. The reason why I call it a lifestyle change is real simple. My diet before all this was something very similar to this. Depending on how I felt, between 8 and 9, I'd have sausage biscuit or 2, you know. And then turn around from there 4 hours later for lunch. I'm eating a hamburger and french fries and sweet tea. A couple hours after that, I'll go by the store and get a little Debbie cake or 2. It wasn't long after that, another 3 or 4 hours, I was back at the house eating something for supper, you know, $5 pizza from Little Caesars. Stop by and get another hamburger, french fries, and sweet tea from McDonald's or whatever, you know. Cheap, easy, on the fast, on the run, on the go. You know, get a candy bar for supper or snack later on, you know. But now it's, if I do eat oatmeal, and a lot of times when I eat oatmeal, it's usually the weekends. I just don't ever think about it Monday through Friday for some reason. But oatmeal, a couple hours later, a handful of cashews. A couple hours after that, my 4 ounces of meat, 6-8 ounces of vegetables, something like that. Another 4 hours later, beef jerky, more cashew, something like that. Then another 4 ounces of meat, 6-8 ounces of vegetables. More cashews if I wanted afterwards. One of the things I like doing is Cool Whip, sugar-free Cool Whip, and sugar-free Jello. Hey, guess what all that does? It's liquids. It looks like solids, but it's liquids. You know. And don't get discouraged. Rome wasn't built in a day. You didn't put this weight on overnight. You didn't get unhealthy overnight. You're not going to get healthy overnight either. A lot of people realize that about 70 to 75% of your weight comes from your food intake. It's not nothing to do with exercise. Not saying don't exercise. And of course, y'all have heard me say I was built for comfort, not speed. You know, I'm not. What I do throughout the day, a lot of walking, more than what you normally would think. Even though I am in a vehicle a lot in my mobile office, you know, but a lot of doing things that not your typical workout, but I mean, been trying to get better working with rubber bands here at the house. Fiddle in with those. Just trying to tone up a little bit, not trying to do nothing else. A lot of y'all don't know me. I've been big my whole life. Several years ago, I did it. I did it the wrong way. Now that I know what I'm doing it the right way. Reward yourself. You can still drink. You can still eat like a dark chocolate. You know, every 10 or so pounds, I stop by the dollar store and get a $1 dark chocolate bar. Boy, that's a lot. Hey, I love it. Not the best in the world, but hey, it kills that sweet tooth every, 14, 16, 18 days, whatever it takes. You know, like I said, don't get discouraged. Reward yourself. Set your small goals to reach your ultimate goal. Look at it like a golf game. Hey, we playing on a par 5, no problem. Par 5 basically saying you got 5 shots from the tee box to the hole is what they giving you before you break even. Some gonna get there earlier. Some's gonna be out there and be rookies, and it's gonna take you 18 swings to get there. Just be diligent and go and make sure your progress is going forward. You know, find creative ways. The place I love to eat at, I told them basically, I mean, when we keep eating here, you're going to have to change the menu or put something on there I can eat. And guess what was born out of that? I become a local celebrity. The Big Daddy Buck. Pretty neat salad too. It ain't nothing but a club salad, but hey, Big Daddy Buck sounds a whole lot better than, you want a club salad or you want a Big Daddy Buck? Yeah. And then when you get that pretty girl that sit there and say, I had the Big Daddy Buck, just builds you up and swells you up and says, yeah, that ain't ever gonna happen again. You know, but anywho, just having fun with it. Like I said, it all come down to the point of what my rock bottom was. That little old 3.5 foot tall, 40-pound model that I have is what got me where I am, you know. And not always the strongest at certain things, but I know this. You do things more for people that you love than you would for anybody else. And I love that little girl. And she loves her daddy. There's gonna come a time when daddy ain't gonna know what else to do, but at least daddy will be there for doing it instead of having to worry about, well, gotta go visit daddy in the graveyard, talk to him about this. Oh yeah, he ain't gonna give an answer. You know. Hey, I might live to be 148 now. I don't know. I'm just taking it one day at a time, and that's all you can do too. Just take it one day at a time. Anybody can do it. I was 400 pounds. As of the other day when I did that, I was 284. I ain't even stepped on the scales again. I'm scared to. In high school, I was around 328, 330, somewhere around there if I remember right. So I'm smaller now than I was in high school. But it ain't about getting smaller. It's not about nothing else except trying to get healthier. Blood pressure. Never had no problem with blood pressure. Really, I hadn't. That's what I'm going to leave it on, but I want to get you thinking about this. My blood pressure was, when I first did this, was 144 over 85, if I remember right. Something like that, 146 maybe. The other day it was 122 over 80. Hey, I'm putting good in. I'm trying to get good out. Because if you put trash in, you get trash out, good in, good out. And I just want to give all the honor and glory to Jesus. I mean, because without him, I couldn't be able to sit here and do this. You know, he took my sins away and helping me show the way that I can move the rock to get rid of all this weight here. You know, and I'm just not, like I said, it ain't about the weight. It's just trying to be more healthier. Because, see, I can go out and do a little bit more for him now. I might run the aisle, jump a pew, kick his shoes, do something like that. So, if y'all have any questions, hey, y'all know how to get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook. It's hashtag Daddy Hair Care Styling Salon or Buckley Foster. Hit me up. Got Instagram. I don't even know what it's under. Got a Twitter. I just know it's some guy that looks like he's got a Captain America deal on that he stole from some kid. So, but I just want to encourage some people to go out and do what they can. So, y'all have a good one.